Well, Joey is allowing Ukraine to launch missiles into Russia. That's a wee bit of a problem because Putin doesn't like that. And Putin has these things called nukes. And Putin is not exactly all there either. Ukraine fires first barrage of US-made long-range missiles into Russia. So here we go. The news before, just 48 hours ago was, oh, you know, Joey got there and authorized these long-range missiles to be shot into Russia. And everyone's kind of like, well, I don't know if the Ukrainians are actually going to do it or not. Of course they're going to do it. Why give them these missiles in the first place? Or authorize it, rather. But I'm pretty sure these are the same missiles that were utilized in the Gulf War. So Moscow says Ukrainian forces have taken advantage of President Biden's green light and launched these 6 Army tactical missile systems into Russian territory on Tuesday. That's today. This is not a good thing. Russia says it shot down 5 of the missiles and damaged the 6th. It added that debris landed in the area of Russian military facility, but that no casualties or damage beyond a small fire. Okay. Well, Putin's not going to be happy about this because that just comes 2 days after President Biden approved Ukraine to use American long-range missiles. I don't know what the conversation was about between Joe and Trump when they met at the White House. I would imagine they talked about North Korea. I would imagine they talked about Russia. I would imagine they talked about China. I would imagine all these things. But nobody respects Joe. Do you guys see that photo op of him at the G20 and they put him in the back? It was like the first time in a long time America has been put in the back, and China, I believe, was put in front. The dude was just aimlessly looking around. It's embarrassing. So we're just one step closer now. I'm not one of those people that goes, oh yes, we need to go to war. I'm saying no war. I don't want war. I don't want World War III. I don't want anybody to have to go there and fight off somebody else's battles, which is what we always seem to be doing. I don't like that. And what I've seen some people do is they're kind of eager about another war. And, well, maybe they should get their head on straight. So here's the G20, and we'll see if you can spot Joe. I guess it's, where's where? And I'll be honest, I don't know where Joe is myself. Oh! Are we gonna find Joe? Where is he? Where the hell's Joe? Where's Joe? Oh, he wasn't there. He wasn't there. Exactly. Yes, David. Ding, 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 ding. You got it. He missed the photo op. Because he's wandering around in the Amazon. He left. He walked away. Rumor was all the world leaders were wondering where Joe was at. Dude didn't show up for a photo op. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. Truthfully, I really don't care. Right? Because it's I don't give a crap. Like, what do I care what these other world leaders do? I care about what goes on here. But anyways, yeah, he didn't show up. Was that part of the deal? Trump goes, don't you put yourself in one of those photos, Joe. Don't you do it. So we got drones flying over New Jersey. Blackhawks are following them. We're on the brink of World War III. And you guys, we're so close. Trump actually came out with a video message. I don't know if any of you saw it. It was kind of lengthy. But he was talking. I mean, he seemed kind of pissed about it. You know how he's been doing his normal updates? Like, today we're going to be sitting there and getting rid of the Department of Education. Say goodbye, say la vie to the Department of Education. Goodbye, gone. See you later, fired. And he's been doing these like videos, right? And we've covered some of them. But one of them he came out with just the other day, over the weekend, rather, I believe, was Trump talking about World War III. And it, like I said, it's kind of lengthy, but he's calling on Putin and Zelensky to meet with him to get this war under control. And something he talked about in the video that's longer is the idea that we're ever inching so closely to World War III, which is scary to think about, but here he is.
Closer to World War III than we are today under Joe Biden. A global conflict between nuclear-armed powers would mean death and destruction on a scale unmatched in human history. It would be nuclear Armageddon. Nothing is more important. We will avoid it, but we need new leadership. Every day this proxy battle in Ukraine continues, we risk global war. We must be absolutely clear that our objective is to immediately have a total cessation of hostilities. All shooting has to stop. This is the central issue. We need peace without delay. In addition, there must also be a complete commitment to dismantling the entire globalist neocon establishment that is perpetually dragging us into endless wars, pretending to fight for freedom and democracy abroad, while they turn us into a third world country and a third world dictatorship right here at home. The State Department, the defense bureaucracy, the intelligence services, and all of the rest need to be completely overhauled and reconstituted to fire the deep staters and put America first. We have to put America first. Finally, we have to finish the process we began under my administration of fundamentally reevaluating NATO's purpose and NATO's mission. Our foreign policy establishment keeps trying to pull the world into conflict with a nuclear-armed Russia based on the lie that Russia represents our greatest threat. But the greatest threat to Western civilization today is not Russia. It's probably, more than anything else, ourselves and some of the horrible USA-hating people that represent us. It's the abolition of our national borders. It's the failure to police our own cities. It's the destruction of the rule of law from within. It's the collapse of the nuclear family and fertility rates like nobody can believe is happening. It's the Marxists who would have us become a godless nation worshiping at the altar of race and gender and environment. And it's the globalist class that has made us totally dependent on China and other foreign countries that basically hate us. These globalists want to squander all of America's strength, blood, and treasure, chasing monsters and phantoms overseas while keeping us distracted from the havoc they're creating right here at home. These forces are doing more damage to America than Russia and China could ever have dreamed. Evicting this sick and corrupt establishment is the monumental task for the next president, and I am the only one who can do it. I'm the only one that can get the job.
All right, so it pretty much ends right there. Again, Trump is calling on Putin and Zelensky to meet with him to get this terrible war between Russia and Ukraine solved. And we have never been closer to nuclear World War III than we are right now, which is probably true. And I don't know why Joe decided to say, hey, now's the time, about almost exactly 2 months ahead of the inauguration of Donald Trump. And Donald Trump could be heading into a massive bleep storm here because Joey can't do his job correctly.